Hello, welcome back to the Chilling with channel. Come in, come in. The Tamagotchi Uni's bunny jump is all wrapped up. The scores have been tallied. The victors have been announced. But first, let's talk about the journey. Day one. Well, actually, you were already there for day one. That was in the previous episode. We did pretty well for ourselves. We did one training round and then went for the real deal. On the first day, we attained a modest score of 21-25, and we were at the top of our bracket. Day two was mostly like the first. Jelly beans, some big and green, some small and purple. And on day two, we found ourselves with 2,513 points. Not bad, but still not quite my high score. The only thing really notable about day three, I mean, aside from the fact that I got another good score and again was number one in the race, there was a tricky spot. So I'm going to assume for fairness that each day the bunny jump obstacle course is the same for every player. Otherwise, like what would be the point of this, right? Or at least, God, I hope so. Anyway, I want to say this is the only day where I had an obstacle where I rushed it. I should have played it safe, I should have waited, but I totally got by these two UFOs that were splitting apart at the same time. I wonder if anyone else got caught by that, did you? Day four, I was ready to get serious, okay? I stretched the fingies, I stretched the metacarpals. Is it called metacarpals? And while on day one, my experience with the bunny jump contestants were that everyone on my team were really low scoring and everyone on Team Peach was high scoring. That's not the case at this point. It seems like everyone's found their footing, everyone's kind of figured the game out, and maybe not everyone was like a high performer from the start, but everyone on both sides, on Peach and Grape, by day four, we're all doing pretty dang well. My score for day four was 24-34, I think barely above day three. Anyway, we got number one for that. By day five, I barely was able to catch this little graphic showing the progress of Team Peach and Grape. I caught the very tail end of it. It was a cute little like push back and forth animation, but it looked like at this time, at this point, Peach was winning. And that wasn't good for Kakujo, because Kakujo is Team Grape. So learning a little bit from my previous mistakes, I got back to jumping in day five. There were a lot of UFOs on this one, but luckily there were so many that I didn't even have to like use the brakes, so to speak. I think that's one of my bigger flaws when it comes to games like this. You do have to balance out the risk versus rewards, right? And if you can make that jump without having to wait, you're going to get a little bit of an edge on your competition. And yeah, as you can see, I didn't really have to worry about stopping and waiting in this one. Overall, a pretty fun obstacle course on day five. My score was 26-78. I believe that was my overall bunny jump high score. And of course, I got first place with that one. I try to chill every day, but day six was like maybe a little overly chill day. I wasn't quite there. And yeah, I don't know, maybe you can tell here my movements are a bit sluggish. I'm second guessing myself a lot. I do make a few mistakes, and I honestly, I just don't get very far in this one. Despite this, I got 2,082 points, not the best I've done. In fact, I think that's like the second worst I'd done, but still. The first and only day that we got outperformed, so we took second place on day six. Not a big deal. It's okay, it happens. Day seven, the final day, we suited up and we got back on the hopper, the pogo stick. Got back on the pogo stick and off we jumped. Now, normally when I get to the finish line, when I know it's like the final race or the final event and something, I get a little nervous. But no, you know what? Honestly, day seven just kind of felt a bit like a victory lap. I was pretty confident with what I'd done. I mean, also combined with the fact that on day six, I had kind of flubbed it up a bit. I figured, you know, whatever. I'm feeling it today. Day seven, we were back and we got pretty far. It wasn't a PR. No personal record attained. However, we got up to 2380 and we were number one amongst our peers in that event. So I'm sure you're wondering, who won? Who reigned supreme? I'm actually curious of that myself. Why don't we go to the Tamaverse and find out? Hey, I think I raced some of these Tamagotchis. Although after you've raced 7 Mamichis, it's kind of hard to keep a track of who you have and haven't gone against. All right, let's go see the results. Okay, tell it to me straight. I can take it. I can take the news. Check the event results. God, okay. The halftime tally, Peach was winning, but... Wait, did Peach win? That looks... This is so much like... Wait, win Team Grape! Yes! Woohoo! Okay, that's why. It looked like it was evenly straight down the middle. I couldn't tell. I couldn't eyeball that. Are you kidding me? Grape won by 2 points. Or I guess you could say by 1 point, depending on how they tally that. I played 7 S rank. Your part played 7 and I got... Dang, I got an S rank. You're just gonna make that be a line of text? Okay, I mean, you know, I contributed an S rank, but... Bravo, bravo! You are one of the world's greatest Tamagotchi. This is for you. Okay, in the comments below, do not tell me if they say that you're all the world's greatest Tamagotchi. I need to believe that that was just for me because I got an S rank. Every day your effort greatly helped out your team. Here's a special item, right? So here are the participation trophies. That, well, not in the traditional sense of what a participation trophy is. If you take part in the events once, you get an item. If you take part in half of the events, you get an item. And if you take part in all of them, you get a special special item, and I assume that crown with the bunny ears was it. Of course you love it. It was a hard-earned victory, friend. May he reign 1,000 years. Man, everyone's effort counted there. Peach and Grape were neck and neck. I didn't even realize. Like, it was pretty close at the halfway point when they did that little tally, but still, just for Grape to win by, if it's, you know, out of 300 points, by 1 point, 2 points at most, that's insane. So thank you everyone on Team Grape for doing your best, and Team Peach, not bad. Oh yeah, by the way, I actually got footage of this before, but since we're in front of the nice little camera, let's just let this play out. Previously I had said there's no unique animation for maxing out affinity with the magic lamp, but there totally is. Just give it a second. Look at that. The genie actually comes out instead of us being sucked into the lamp. And do we get our 3 wishes? No. He just comes out and says hello. What's up? That's it. Hey bro. How's it going? And then he leaves. That's it. I wanted my 3 wishes. Dang, so that's it. Bunny jumps over, and our Hyper Chi, aka Hyper, is 14 days old. They're of the moody disposition as always, and really, did we not get any kind of special badge for that? Because I know we got a badge for partaking in the situation, but what about for winning? And also, there were other participation items, weren't there? All I got was the bunny crown. I thought we would get all 3 if we did it. Okay, I'm checking to see if there's anything else that I got that it just didn't give me a message for, because I could have sworn we were supposed to get all 3 of those items. No accessories, no items. No food items. Huh. Nothing. Interesting. Ah well, I went to the Tama fashion thing because people were saying, hey Conkojo, if you do want some of those really cool items that you never seem to find, or accessories that you seem to find in the Tamaverse, go to the Tama fashion hall and just buy a bunch of outfits, and I've done that. I can't even tell what I'm looking at. It's like I'm looking at some kind of... Okay, there it's a little easier to see. The thing is, my room's a bit cluttery visually. We got some Game of Thrones, Star Wars, tribal god things going on, and then of course the BFF balloons because we're still a Tamagotchi. And that's Hyper, okay? That is Hyper. That's Bunny Jump, folks. S rank, won by a sliver of a margin, 5,000 Gotchi, and a cool bunny crown. And I guess that's also the end of our Tamagotchi Uni series. Thank you all so much for joining me on it. It's been, what, 18, 19 episodes? We got our secret Tamagotchi. I mean, you can't tell. It looks like we put them in the witness protection program or something, but that's Hyper Chi. That's the secret Tamagotchi under there, I swear. So overall, I would say that the Tamagotchi Uni is a pretty solid device. I'm glad of the direction that they took the Tamagotchi in. I will say, I'm inclined to agree with some people's assessment that as far as the core gameplay goes, maybe it's a little pared down. I guess I can only agree with that because, you know, the arcade game is the only one that I ever play is the fast food one. It's the only one that's just like you get in there, you get it done, you get out, and then you take care of the thing, right? But you know, I love Tamagotchis. I'm from the old guard. I play the old Tamagotchis where it was just like feed them, play a guessing game slash, you know, well, I guess it was always a guessing game in the P1 and P2. You discipline them if they act up, you clean the poop, that's it, you know? Like, maybe I'm not the best judge of the trajectory that Bandai is taking Tamagotchi. When I really don't ask for so much from them, but overall I personally enjoyed the Tamagotchi Uni, and I hope you enjoy it too. I hope you enjoyed this series as well. If you twisted my arm and forced me to give the Tamagotchi Uni like a number rating, I would just let you break my arm. I don't really do number ratings. I guess really it just, while I think the Tama Arena is a really cool addition, I don't see how it fits into the regular use of a Tamagotchi. It feels kind of almost at odds with the philosophy of the Tamagotchi itself, right? Like, here in another month or so, if they do another Tama Arena event, I don't know if I'm going to feel inclined to boot back up the device and, you know, raise another Tamagotchi and do the event. I'm not sure. Would I boot it up and then do like another special episode on it? Possibly if you're interested in that. But I'm trying to scrunch my brain. I'm trying to wrinkle my brain real hard and imagine, like, if I didn't have this channel, if I were just playing with a Tamagotchi on my own, and there was a month or so in between the Tama Arena events, like, would I pick up the Tamagotchi Uni again, turn it back on, and raise a Tamagotchi for the event? I think yes. I think I would. Overall, though, I had fun. And that's all. Coming up next is a new virtual pet. Which one? I still don't know. Probably Digimon, though. Spoiler. Also, by popular request, here's my cat. I did mention before that you'd probably never see my cat, so this is the only chance you're gonna get. There she is. There's Mei Mei. She's a nuisance. She's great, but she loves to get in my business whenever I really don't need it, and then gets hair everywhere. Thanks, patrons, for supporting this channel, especially Shifter and Dog Trainer 89, and I'll see you all in the next series. Have a good one.